Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 Genetically Modified Overkill run. Hope you're all doing well. Today, we're doing a combo that was suggested in the comments of one of my recent videos, which I thought sounded really cool, and that is going to be Triple Captain. This will give us level ups that are 4 times as valuable, but we're only going to be able to use 1 or maximum 2 weapons, otherwise we are going to never level up because of the hugely increased level requirements, and enemies are going to get stronger every wave by 6%, which is almost as strong as if we were playing Vanilla Captain in the beta before they decided that that was a truly ridiculous penalty and buffed this character quite significantly. Here I'm going to want a weapon that we can use just one of and still clear waves with. So I'm going to go with the Lightning Shiv, I think. I haven't done a Lightning Shiv run in a long time, and this weapon will let us clear waves pretty effectively. We need to be able to do that, of course, because we need to get our levels. So because we only have one weapon, the way that Captain works is if you only have one weapon, you level faster than a normal character. If you have 2 weapons, you level at the same speed, and if you have 3 or more weapons, you level slower. I think that holds true for the Triple Captain as well, but notice that when we do level up, our levels are 4 times as valuable, which is ridiculous. Let's take 20 Harvesting. I mean, you start with 20 Harvesting, it's hard to turn down. And then let's go ahead and grab a Lightning Shiv. We actually don't want to buy Scar because the Captain's buff works by giving us extra XP gain. So you can see here we have 60% XP gain for every free weapon slot we have. Currently 240% times 3, but we're only going to keep 1 weapon in our inventory, so that'll be 900% XP gain. Going from 900 to 920% XP is a very, very small increase to our actual XP gain, so we don't particularly need that. Because the main thing is that our level up requirements are higher, so increasing our XP gain on Triple Captain I just don't think is that valuable. Lumberjack shirt we are going to pass on. We actually want trees to have high health so that we can use them to stab repeatedly with the lightning shivs to generate more lightning. I'm not sure what I'm rolling for here. I think, because I would like to level up my shiv to level 3. The easiest way to do that is to build it up over by buying level 1s and then combining them. So I think we will spend this next wave with 2 weapons in our inventory. So we're going to combine here because that's going to guarantee that we can get to a level 3 shiv by locking this one, and then we can combine those. And then we will stop. Then we'll sit on exactly 1 weapon for the rest of the game, probably. I'll take the defective steroids as well. I think that's going to be good enough for us. So here we are going to level... We're giving up a little bit of XP gain, or quite a lot of XP gain, in exchange for getting a higher level weapon sooner, and I think that that is going to make a pretty big difference for this character. We also get better wave clear this wave, which isn't nothing. Having only 1 weapon definitely slows your wave clear down in these early waves. Looks like we didn't quite manage to kill that tree, sadly. I'll take the landmines, that can help clear. We're going to be getting a lot of stats, so I'm pretty happy to just buy anything. And like maybe we'll end up with a plus 40 engineering level up later on that can just make those landmines excellent for us. A reroll here, I was hoping to find a level 2 upgrade, but we'll take 20 luck to make that more likely. And then here, let's just go with 8 armor so that we don't die. And then we can buy the Lightning Shiv, and we'll just buy these 2 items, combine our weapons to maximize our XP gain, and now we've got a level 3 Lightning Shiv. This way we can level as quickly as possible. Level 3 is where this gets enough bounces that it will help clear the waves very quickly, so I think doing that will give us a lot more leeway in this run. Help us get to our higher level up sooner. So there you can see, because we didn't take the Lumberjack shirt, it actually helped us clear the wave a little faster because we had something to bounce shots off of, just with this tree. If we see Lumberjack shirt later on, we'll probably pick it up. But for now, I think I like just not having it. Take 20 more luck, try to get these level 2 upgrades to show up. And then here, I'm going to take 16 melee damage. That way the weapon attacks from our shiv can actually kill stuff, and I think that will be pretty nice for us. We don't have any regen right now, so I'm going to pass on the Weird Ghost for now, because with only 1 weapon, it's kind of hard to actually defend yourself. Take the Peaceful Bee, though. Let's roll here. Claw Tree is probably good enough to grab. We're going to want some crit chance. All of these minor stat boosts from our items are just much less valuable than what we'll be getting from level ups, but it's still worth optimizing, of course, what we're buying here. If we get enough stats in one category from items, then that means that we can spend our extremely powerful and valuable level ups on other stats that we need more. And we're going to be able to get, like, all the stats in categories that we need from a single level. You saw there we got 16 melee damage. That's as much melee damage as we're going to need for a big chunk of this game, probably, so we won't need to put any more levels into that. I'm not going to be able to kill that second curse alien, I don't think, so just trying to clear the wave a little more. Take the head injury here. 8 armor is good. I don't know if I really need to go up to 16 armor, though. I'm going to roll. Sure, we'll take 30% speed, and then I'm going to roll again. I'm really looking for higher level upgrades. 180 range. This can actually help a lot to trigger our Lightning Shiv more often. Lightning Shiv's a very short-range weapon, so adding a little bit of range will make it easier for us to actually hit enemies with it. Take the bag and the plant, and then roll. Penguin's going to be good. Oh, the blunderbuss would make a nice weapon for us as well, but I think we'll stick with the Lightning Shiv for now. I'm just having fun with that. Let's roll and see if we can lock something good. Lock a bait, definitely good for us there. Duct tape, we currently have a bunch of armor, but more armor's always good on the Abyss, so we'll pick up the duct tape. We're super fast now. I do need some elemental damage, because right now our actual weapon attacks are doing way more damage than our bounces, and you really want the bounces to be what's killing stuff when you're playing Lightning Shiv, because that's where most of the weapon's power comes from. Taking a few hits there, but we have very high movement speed, so we can get away from enemies even if we start tanking hits. I'm not used to having this much move speed on these early waves, so it's actually kind of throwing me off, because usually you just won't get this much speed this early. See if we can find a high-level, high-level luck upgrade, high-level harvesting upgrade. That's what we're really looking for, that kind of thing. Let's roll here. I will take a recycling machine as well, and we have like 100 luck already, so we should be getting a lot of crates. Have to play this one a little carefully. We do have the damage to clear these lampreys, although if I walk into the shots like that for no reason, then that could get me in trouble for sure. Gonna work my way around the outside of the arena so that we can clear that tree, and then we'll kill the lamprey. I did expect that shot to kill it, so because it didn't, I am starting to fall behind on wave clear, because I just took a lot of extra unnecessary damage this wave by dodging badly. I need some boosts to my elemental damage, so we left a lot of materials on the ground as well. Do I take 20 harvesting here? I'm going to roll. I think we can do better than this. And I'm going to roll again. With 100 luck, we can definitely get a high level upgrade. I'm really looking for level 3 upgrades or better. Here we're guaranteed a level 3 upgrade, so let's roll and try to get something good, like 12 elemental damage. Take the gentle alien there, lock this campfire, that's going to get me some regen. And roll here, we'll take a lemonade. Pile of books, we probably will end up with a few structures, so I'm going to go ahead and lock that because it's a fun, unique item. Alright, so that last wave was pretty rough for us. The bait ended up costing me a lot because of bad dodging. But now that I've got the bonus elemental damage here, and we can continue to scale our damage output, that will help a lot. We shouldn't have those problems in the future. I do need an attack speed level. It's funny because what shows up in our level ups really determines like what stats we desperately need. Anything that we have managed to pick up levels of, we are more than sufficient on. But anything that we haven't, we are in bad need of, because of course we have a little less money than other characters thanks to only having one weapon at the moment. That will sort itself out once we have a few more level ups, because we're just going to start killing stuff much faster. I'll take 8 elemental damage there, and then let's take more luck. We will take the campfire as well, and then roll. Piggy bank, lost duck. I don't really want to reduce my elemental damage for the lightning shiv, but luck is so important to this character. I think we're going to grab it. I don't think we're going to ever save money. So the piggy bank is not going to pay for itself that quickly. We'll just pass on that. I really need to find a max HP level, I think. Our damage is good at this point, but I need attack speed and I need some defensive stats. One high-level regen upgrade would be pretty good as well. Obviously, we're still scaling just fine. I'm not, like, feeling like we're in trouble, but there's definitely some holes in this build that we need to patch, especially before we get to our first elites. The Horde Wave we should be okay on, because Lightning Shiv is just good on Horde Waves. A level 4 Shiv also would be a big deal. Also, one higher level harvesting upgrade would be pretty good for us. Let's roll here. Yeah, I'm going to take 32 harvesting, actually, because our economy was starting to suffer a bit, so I want to boost my harvesting if possible. And then tardigrade, I don't really care about. I'll take the toxic sludge. I will pass on the saltwater, I think. Just pretty expensive and does reduce my elemental damage. The bonus move speed we don't really need because we took that huge speed upgrade earlier. So we're actually just going to pass on this whole shop. Alright, so we're missing attack speed, HP, regen. Those, I think, are the big stats that we need. Killing single high health enemies is pretty difficult right now because we have very low attack speed and only a single weapon, and that's what determines how easy it is for you to kill single enemies. Lifesteal would be okay for this character, but remember that we only have one weapon, so that makes our lifesteal a lot worse, so I think we're going to be focused on regeneration for this character here. Walking into every attack. Dodging quite badly this run, but of course it is also harder because we only have the one weapon, so it's just harder for us to clear enemies. Gonna run through the middle of the map there and try to pick up some of those materials that were on the ground. We definitely don't want the knot, because we really need to upgrade our weapon. I'll take the 24 HP here, and then let's reroll. Sure, I'll take 16 armor. I would prefer other defensive stats to armor at the moment, but with HP and armor now, we're in much less danger. Let's go ahead and take this. Losing 8 luck, definitely painful here, but the alien magic is great for us. Lost duck. I will take that. It does cost me elemental damage, but it's so good for us. And then the fairy, that's huge. That means we don't have to spend level ups on regeneration, even if we happen to roll into one. So that's actually a really big deal, because now we get all this regen without having to spend one of our super valuable level ups on it. Managing which stats we're rolling for with our levels is going to be the key to this character combo. Of course, we can also just get really lucky and hit like a level 4 harvesting or something and just have our economy start snowballing. And that could have happened earlier. I do think we got a little bit unlucky on what level ups showed up. Given how much we invested into luck early, we should have seen higher level upgrades. And it's possible I should have spent more money on rolling for specific stats as well. That might have been the difference maker there. Don't think we're going to be able to kill these loot aliens, but I'm going to give it a shot. There's 2 of them, but they're really surrounded by enemies here. Another, a melee weapon with wider, like, swing speed, and that just does melee damage, might have just been better for this build than the Lightning Shiv. I just wanted to try a Lightning Shiv build. All right, here we go. We get the attack speed. I'm going to pick that up, and then let's roll here. I could take 20% crit chance, but I think we can do better. Take a level 3 harvesting upgrade, and that should help us out a lot. Metal detector, that's going to be a nice one. We'll take that. We'll take these 2. So I'm just mirroring the metal detector. Definitely don't want the knot. I don't think we care about the padding either, so let's roll. Plasma sledge, that's kind of a fun one. You know what, let's switch to plasma sledge. We've been building elemental damage, and you never get to use Plasma Sledge. I think that'll make for a really fun weapon for this character. So we're going to swap out of the Lightning Shiv to Plasma Sledge, and I guess I can do that right now, or I could do the Peaceful Bee. Let's just go ahead and do that, and then we'll lock the Peaceful Bee, because I do still want to build up my dodge. This is a weapon that I always want to be great, and that never gets to shine, so having it be our only weapon on this character, I think is actually going to be really fun. Now, I do want, if possible, we're going to want explosion size for the Plasma Sledge, so we're going to look for that pretty aggressively, because the explosions here are fine, but we definitely could use bigger explosions for additional wave clear. I think the Plasma Sledge is working out better than the Lightning Shiv was. And now that we've got a little more regeneration, we can afford to play much more aggressively, so we can actually clear these enemies much more easily. Also, the 60% attack speed that we got helped a lot. So now making a lot more money. We'll take the riposte here. We're going to take dodge if we can get it. Here, do I just want 30% crit chance? I don't think we care that much about crit chance on the Plasma Sledge. If we were still using the Lightning Shiv, we might go for this, but I think I'm going to roll here. And let's take 24% dodge. We can get to dodge cap very quickly now. One more level 2 dodge upgrade will just get us there. Roll here, and Corrupted Shard, of course, is excellent. Roll again. We will take a Cursed Lure, definitely. I kind of don't want the Ball and Chain, because I really want this Plasma Sledge to get faster attack speed. So we'll take the Lure, we'll take the Cursed Snake. I think I said Cursed Lure, which would have been much better, but Cursed Snake is still good, because it's +2 Curse for -1 max HP, and that's just a good deal. I think we're going to pass on the Ball and Chain. While this is, of course, stats that we want, I think we will buy attack speed very aggressively, so we're going to be happy to pass on the... We're going to pass on the Ball and Chain so that we can try to get our Plasma Sledge attacking faster. I'm going to take the Snail there. Celery Tea... Again, we don't really need additional XP gain, because this is additive with the Captain's buff, so it's just not that efficient for increasing our level ups. Although the 50% XP gain during the next wave, when we are fighting the Horde, how likely is that to make the Horde survive a swing? Not likely, because we do 211 damage, so even doubling enemies' health, I think we'll still kill them in one shot. So this is basically... increasing our XP gain next wave by 1/18th, but so are we likely to get 18 more levels before the end of the run? We might. So I'm going to try the Celery Tea on this next wave. I think it won't cost us clear speed because our weapon just hits so hard, and it might get us extra level ups by the end of the run here. I wouldn't buy that if we weren't using a weapon that swung really, really hard, so that it's not actually costing us clear speed, and if we weren't on a Horde wave, so that the 50% XP gain this wave is actually extremely relevant. Would love Rip and Tear, Baby Elephant or Cyberball would be massive for this build as well. That would give us clear speed that's not dependent on actually attacking with our weapon, so that would be very nice. The Loot Alien there, I guess we were guaranteed to get those because we have the Lure, and they do get the additional health. But because this is a Horde wave, we're splashing explosions onto them from all the other enemies. So that lets us kill these things much faster. So that worked out well, I think, the Celery Tea purchase there. We'll take the Tree, I'll take Fertilizer, and we'll take Metal. Ricochet, this is a fun one. I don't think we need it, because we aren't doing anything with projectiles, so we will recycle it. The way that Plasma Sledge works, it scales with 150% of our elemental damage, but 20 attack speed might be better than this, but I'm still just going to take the level 4 level up. And then here, let's roll. We'll take 40 attack speed. Scared Sausage, we could use if we end up with anything. I guess we've got the landmines, so that can help with wave clear. So we'll take the Scared Sausage, we'll take the Plasma Sledge, I will take the sunglasses as well, because critical hits with this will help us kill bosses. Let's roll here. Definitely, we're taking the barnacle. This, I believe, is additive with the captain's buff, but still excellent for us. And then we're going to take the gentle alien and the baby elephant and go to the next wave. The barnacle is really fun for us here. And I really love that the plasma sledge is just doing so well for us. This weapon is always disappointing when you use it as a set of weapon, as part of a set, because it's got such slow attack speed and low range. So it always gets outperformed by other weapons. But when it's on its own, it can really shine. So it's really fun for this character. Oops. I made that Stargazer mad. I thought I would hit both the Stargazer and the tower in a single swing, but I sort of overestimated the range of my hammer. You know, I'm only a man. See if we can kill this slasher. Let's definitely take the snowball. We will buy other elemental damage stuff that we find, and corrupted shard, of course, is great. Okay, so I can just get over dodge cap with the level 3 dodge upgrade here. Yeah, so this is additive, because I think this would be 36 and now it's 39. So the barnacle is giving us like a few stats, not the most incredible additional stats, but still pretty good. Do we take the... No, so I guess this was... this would be... is 9% dodge base, and then it's times 4 for the captain, so it would be 36%. So we're getting, 3% extra from the barnacle. So it's additive with the captain's buff, but still, of course, leveling up is what we want, and lots of stats from levels is what we want. So I could take the luck, I could take the dodge. Let's just get to dodge cap there, I think, and then with 150 luck, I'm going to reroll. 30% damage, of course, is good, but I think we can do better if we get a level 3 level up. I will just take the 17 regeneration. That means that we never have to spend on regeneration ever again. Take the lumberjack shirt, and even 5% explosion size is a big deal for this character, so we will pick it up, of course. The mirror, I could mirror one of... I guess I can't mirror either of those. They're unique, and we don't want either of them anyways. Let's buy the mirror and just hope we find something fun. And, I'll mirror a honey. This does decrease my move speed. Decreasing dodge doesn't matter because, of course, we're well over dodge cap, so we're just going to grab that. The cute monkey, we don't really need another way to heal, so let's reroll here and see if we can lock anything else good, and we can. We can get a bait and a bag. Alright, so at this point, I think I'm just looking for attack speed is pretty much the only stat we care about. Mirroring the honey there was pretty nice, because it does, of course, it increases our damage, and also the explosion size. More melee or elemental damage would be pretty nice as well. And our percent damage, I don't think we've gotten a percent damage level up, because I passed on a couple last waves, so if we get like a 60% damage upgrade, that would be huge as well. Really enjoy how good this plasma sledge has been for this build, actually. It's always fun when a weapon that doesn't shine in normal runs does something really cool in one of these runs. And this is a good weapon for when you can only afford to have one. When's our next horde wave? It is next wave. Do I want the celery tea? We were starting to not have the damage to one-shot everything, so that would be kind of a problem if we ended up just not being able to clear stuff. But I think our damage is high enough to clear all the horde aliens at least, so I think the celery tea might be worth an extra level for us, and I will take it. I will reroll here, I think. I could take 8 armor, but we've got 25, so I'm really looking for higher level upgrades. Takes the 65 luck here. Let's go ahead and buy these two and then roll. We will take the fish hook, of course. Increased range from the glasses plus a regen. That seems worth it. Increased range is pretty good for this weapon because it's short range. And the more things you hit, the more explosions you get. So the more damage you do. Blood donation, we have the regen to support, so we're just going to grab it. And Gummy Berserker, any attack speed that we get is really good, so I'm going to take that as well. Here we will take the Gentle Alien and the Scared Sausage. And yeah, we could use a little more health, and I don't really want to spend a level up on HP at this point because we just don't need to do that with 72. So just getting a little bit of incidental HP from the shop is good, and then we could spend our level ups on stats that we need more. I love how when you have a run like this, the audio just starts lagging because every enemy is just exploding one after another all in a row, and the game can't handle that. I am starting to get a little bit overwhelmed. Our regeneration is, of course, plenty to keep us alive here, but we are starting to lose out on wave clear because we just don't attack fast enough, so really desperately want more attack speed if we can get that. That's the stat that we care about the absolute most at this point, I think. Take the garden, I'll take the book, more landmines, sure, tentacle, sure. Baby squid, I guess that's just more regen for us, and then let's roll here. 17% lifesteal I don't think we care about, and it's a bit late for the harvesting, so I'm going to roll again. All right, we'll take 17 armor, and then there we go, 65 attack speed. That's what we were hoping for this whole time. Going to roll here. Now I'll take the salt water. Just gives me a little bit more in the way of damage, and the attack speed is still very relevant. Take the bag. We will buy this. We don't need the dodge from the feather, so it would just be 60 for one regen, so I'm going to pass on it. Definitely taking the mouse. Definitely going to take the mutation because it's a regen and it gives me an elemental damage. Well, 2 elemental damage because we have the snowball. Cyberball, this is what we need more than anything else here, but we don't need the celery tea. I was happy to take those going into horde waves, but we definitely don't need the celery tea when we're not going into a horde wave. Head injury is good because we actually could use percent damage. We are quite low on that currently. A gecko or an alien tongue would go a long way as well. We're actually leaving a lot of materials on the ground. It's funny how much taking that early move speed threw me off in the early waves. I'm just not used to having move speed that fast in the Abyss on those early waves, so my like expectations were off. It will take me a few swings to kill the mini boss here, and then of course we hit the random chance of getting no money from it. I maintain that that's not good design, and that enemies should give you a percentage of their money if they normally drop more than one, because it feels so bad to spend a long time killing like a cursed mini-boss or something like that and just get it absolutely nothing from it. Black belt, more melee damage is good, losing luck is bad. I think I will recycle it on balance here. I'll take 34 melee damage, that should boost the damage of our weapons a lot. We got the cursed head injury. We will take the beanie as well, and then roll, take a weird food, take the campfire, and then roll. Muscly dude, that's worth picking up. The cursed fireball, that could be fun as well, but I think I'm committed to this plasma sledge at this point. I don't really need either of these. Our max HP is fine, so we're just going to roll past that. I'm going to roll past these as well. And 20 luck would be nice. We could take the baby with a beard. If I find one range damage upgrade, this can just start clearing everything. So I'm going to pick up the baby with a beard because that'll help with wave clear. Currently, it doesn't do any damage, but it only takes like one ranged damage upgrade in order to improve that to adding a ton of wave clear for us. Because remember, we can find dozens of any stat if we happen to roll into a level 3 or level 4 level of it. So it's very easy for this character to transition to using different stats than you've been building for, because you don't have to incrementally get the stats. Like normally in Brotato, in order to build up a stat, you need to increase it incrementally over time by buying it in small amounts until you have enough. This character, if we just want to be using a different stat suddenly, all we have to do is roll into it once in a reasonable level of level up screen, and then we will just have a ton of that stat and enough to use it as our primary function. I don't really need the regen. Let's roll here, and I'll just take the attack speed. Attack speed, very good for this character. We are going to pick up the reinforced steel for the baby with a beard. I think not. 2 ranged damage just isn't enough to justify doing that. The focus, we do need percent damage, so I'll pick that up. And I'm actually going to lock this plasma sledge because we have a fish hook. So we can try to get this cursed, and a cursed plasma sledge, even at level 3, would be really good. I'm going to roll past all this stuff. Alien magic, don't really need. Sure, let's take the pocket factory and the cute monkey and the boxing glove, and then we'll just leave the plasma sledge locked. Alright, we're going to try to kill this elite. I want to stack it on top of enemies so the explosions hit it. But of course, we're killing all the enemies before they can explode on top of the elite for us. Luckily, our damage output is high enough to finish it off. First mini-boss here. But it died in only a few swings. I should actually let those spawn, probably, because it's not like... I say that and then immediately break the tower there. It's not like we're going to have trouble killing them. And they are worth more money once they hatch. Of course, the towers are just dying to my random damage that we're spraying across the map. Yeah, we'll take Sif's Relic. We were having trouble with leaving materials on the ground, so this is great for us. Frozen Heart, amazing. Just increases our damage scaling. We don't really care about the slower burning. I will take the Hedgehog. Peacock. I'm going to grab this just for fun. This is mostly to flex on wave 19, and we'll take another one. Not, I don't want, because I might have a cursed plasma sledge in the shop. If I hadn't locked that plasma sledge, I'd just take the knot here, because it would be free. But since we did lock the plasma sledge, we want to keep the opportunity to upgrade to a cursed one open. Do I take 200 range or 26 melee damage? I'm going to take the range. I think that'll be fun. And then let's get a third peacock. If we die here because I bought all of these peacocks, that will be very funny. Hopefully that won't happen. We are currently at 5% pity bonus, so we're not that likely to get the plasma sledge cursed this wave. I'm not going to leave it locked and throughout rolling for this entire shop. There's a captain's sword, so I could get extra damage from the captain's sword, but I'm sticking with the plasma sledge. It served me well so far. Sunken Bell, this could help. We did take 3 peacocks, so this could save me in an emergency if things start to really turn against me. Take the bait here, we'll take the propeller hat and the charcoal. All of those are great. I actually probably want the small magazine as well. Gonna roll here and see if we can get some stuff cursed. We'll take this and roll, and then, yeah, I'll take any of these if they get cursed. I guess I would take... I won't take the butterfly. The lifesteal doesn't matter, and losing elemental damage is bad. So let's see if we can get one of those cursed here. Alright, so I do have to remember enemies do a huge amount of additional damage, and there are a lot of them, because we've fought a bunch of mice and gentle aliens. Sif's Relic, so much fun as always, especially when you have baby elephant. Yeah, so the enemies, even with our 50-odd armor, do enough damage that we could get in trouble here. If I tank a lot of hits in a row. Obviously, not likely to happen, but that is a possibility. If I run into, like, the Cursed Walrus there, you can see there that Goblin Shark hit me for a lot And then we actually did trigger the Sunken Bell because I took so much damage from the peacock enemies. So because I got real greedy and bought all those peacocks, we did put ourselves in a position where I could have died if I had taken too many hits. Luckily, I didn't do that on account of being incredible at video games. We're going to recycle the whetstone there, and we'll take some bonus melee damage to kill the bosses a little bit faster. And then let's get up to 50 armor, because that just sounds fun. We'll buy all of these items. Keep on rolling. Take a lure here. Take a small magazine for more attack speed. And I can't mirror the warrior helmet, so I'll just buy the warrior helmet. Cursed coffee. Wow, the cursed silver bullet, just to taunt me. We'll take the cursed coffee, of course, because that's going to be good. We now attack every half second with the plasma sledge, which is really awesome. All right, let's go kill some elites. These actually are not going to die that fast unless I stack them on top of a bunch of other enemies, because even the amount of damage that we do and the attack speed that we have, just having only one weapon is such a huge penalty to your single target damage. This run is really an object lesson in how good having multiple weapons is. Why characters like the one-arm can struggle sometimes, because even with their massive benefits, just only having one weapon is a real penalty. But of course, we got so many stats that we were able to overcome that downside. Taking a look at our items here, our bags gave us 990, which obviously is amazing. We ended with 225 luck and 272 harvesting. We got 375 from the recycling machine, so it did pretty well. It wasn't as good as it sometimes is, but it's still pretty nice. Recycling machine is best when you have multiple elite waves rather than horde waves, because, of course, you might get a level 4 upgrade that you don't want and can recycle it. The celery teas gave us quite a bit of XP, even given our increased XP gain, so we hit level 30, which I think the captain, if we kept only one weapon the whole way, would probably hit around like level 28 or so. So between the celery teas and the peacocks, we got 2 more levels-ish. So those ended up working out, because even though we spent a lot of money on them, 2 levels on this character is worth an enormous amount of materials. So pretty much anything we spent on those would be justified if they actually gave us additional levels, and they did. Other than that, we made 24 healing with the tentacle, 60k damage from the baby elephant. We had a cyber ball as well, which did 44k. Less than I actually expected from these, but I guess the explosions from our plasma sledge were just killing everything. All right, my friends, I hope that you enjoyed this run. This was a really fun one. Really enjoyed playing around with the massive level ups. It was fun being able to just need a stat and then just get all of it all at once from a single level. So definitely recommend this run. And of course, if you did enjoy it, then feel free to leave a comment and hit the like button. Helps me out with the algorithm, so I appreciate you taking the time to do that. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel for more Brotato and other strategy game analysis. Cheers, my friends, and I will catch you next time.